Yo, what's up, everyone? This is the Don't Toy With Me podcast, and I'm Abide by Reality. You can also call me Zach on my YouTube channel. And we also
My
have,
my name's Ika. You can call me Ika,
and then we also have David.
What's up, everyone? It's your
And
boy David.
then, yeah, we're here with a new podcast, and we can tell you how we started it. Like, Ika can probably tell you.
so the funny thing about like this podcast is I've been having my username as podcast man Ika for about I would say like 5 months, 4 months, somewhere around there, and uh, Abide by Reality was talking about basically how I should start a podcast. I should start a podcast. When we're gonna start a podcast, and it just went from there. Like it just kept like being talked about over the time. And David was talking about, oh, he'd be part of it if we did one, and now we're gonna start one. So uh, we finally were able to do it because it took us some time. Really just didn't know how to start a podcast, but yeah.
Yeah, even a few days ago, I had the realization of like, I'm not really doing videos on my YouTube channel. And like, but I still want to do something, I want to still be involved. So I was like, dude, I really want to do a podcast. Like, I don't know, I just wanted to talk about something.
Yeah,
But
it was
yeah,
Yeah, it was weird because like I know like it was like something I was thinking of too, and I was like, there's little things here and there coming up, and it was just like I was wondering when I should do the podcast or something like that because like I have been thinking about it, and I didn't know if sometimes there would be times where like I'll be trying to wonder if you were serious or not, but then you kept asking, so I realized okay, he's probably being honest about it, and David obviously would have been on board because David's usually always on board when it comes to helping something.
Yep.
But yeah.
yeah. But
So
anyways, like, this is our, like, I guess you call it inaugural like podcast, and I guess that's pretty much the background. We can go right into the topics if y'all ready for it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
this is our
yeah.
pilot episode, so let's go crazy. What's the first topic you got for us
Cry.
today?
So the first topic we're going to be talking about is the NBA Finals. I think right now there's a lot going on, but in sports because you got baseball, you got a little bit of topics out there with football, but it's not since the season hasn't started, there's nothing really big going on. But then you got basketball and just there's so much going on out there. But right now, the NBA Finals is the big topic, especially with the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals being a topic right now. Right now, I was thinking that we should talk about who do you guys think is going to make it to the NBA Finals as of now.
I'll let David go first.
Well, for my Western Conference pick right now, I know that everybody has the down two Clippers. They got that meme going on, but I really think with Phoenix roster right now, with how complete it feels, and with the experience and leadership of great players like Chris Paul. You also got Devin Booker, who stepped up quite a lot this season. I think they could be a favorite for the West. And towards the East, I want to say the Bucks because the Bucks are obviously the more complete team to me. But this Hawks team, man, you gotta watch out for them. Whenever they're healthy next year, if they don't win the East this year, you could see them win again next year.
Yeah, I think like just like what you said with the Bucks, I think the Bucks are the most complete team and obviously the better team. I would even argue the Bucks have a chance to even win the title. But the thing about the Bucks is they're just really inconsistent, and I think that's been the issue with them. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks on the East as well. And then the West, I'm gonna probably go with Phoenix because, yeah, obviously the Clippers have came back 0-2 in the last two series, but like that's like the whole 3-1 joke with the Warriors. They're not gonna blow a 3-1 like last time. Like um, I think like the
Well, you
O2
can
thing.
abide, but it's fine. You can call me I'm a super casual at basketball. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, well, I want a deficit, but of course, whenever you don't have your best
Yeah,
player, like, I doubt they can come back from that.
yeah,
And the Suns, dude, like, I don't know what the Suns are on right now, but it's crazy, dude. They're just like, this is like one of the best teams that I've seen with chemistry. It's not even like with talent. It's just that they're very synergized, and it's like
yeah,
they're like one of the hottest teams, like just in sports. I would say like they're like insane. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I just don't see the Clippers overcoming that. Like you
yeah.
were saying, yeah, they're good at coming from behind, but I think that ends like the series. Like, I don't think they're gonna blow it.
Yeah, like what I was talking to, like what I was about to say is, so when we talk about that O2 deficit, I just, especially with the last game, it was, they were locking up Devin Booker and he had the mask on, and Chris Paul was back after like 11 days, my bad, sorry, and I just don't see them locking them up once again, like for the next 3 games, 4 games. It just doesn't seem like it will happen.
Yeah,
Um,
like I know DeAndre Ayton, he's been coming into his own like late in the season too. Like he's doing like pretty decent. So I don't know. Like I would say the Suns are my pick for the West, and for the East, like I don't trust the Hawks. Like
yeah,
I don't know. They're just not. I I think, to be honest, like I think Hawks fans are going to be pissed when I say this. I just don't. I think it's just a Cinderella run. I don't think it's gonna like. I think it's gonna end like soon. The Bucks just are too powerful for
most
them.
definitely.
Like
I think
displayed tonight, it's just they were up by like 32 points. Like I don't know what the final score was or if they're still playing, but it was just terrible. So
yeah,
yeah, I would say the Bucks and Suns. So I guess everyone has the same predictions in here. Like,
yeah,
Also, one thing I do want to point out, before last night or the night before a loss against the Clippers, the Suns had themselves a little winning streak going. They had came back against the Lakers, won that series, being down, I want to say 0-2 to start. They won that in six, I believe. Then they swept the Nuggets, and in the first 2 games, if I'm correct, against the Clippers, they also won those games. They have momentum. Although they lost, although they didn't shoot the best, momentum is still on their side. Like, this team is crazy right now. The fact they were able to sweep the MVP's team and
yeah,
then come back from a powerful Lakers team, like the depth on that team, the shooting was horrible. I don't know what happened with the Lakers, but obviously, if a team has LeBron and Anthony Davis, the team is going to be a powerhouse.
yeah. I think one of the things, as a Laker fan too, I don't even want to remember that series. It was really hard to see. The Lakers were not really healthy, and I know Lakers fans can use that excuse, but I'm not going to deny the fact that the Phoenix Suns were out there to play, and they were defending the Lakers like they're just bullying them. And I just like Jay Crowder was out there, and you just had Devin Booker scoring a lot. It was a Chris Paul was injured a few, and then but then he came back and bounced back, and I think there was even a clip of him saying like "I'm back" basically. So it was actually really interesting. And then they obviously went to the Nuggets series, and oh my god, the Nuggets, like people can say oh Jamal Murray was out, but I genuinely believe like they would have still won. I don't think they would have swept them obviously because Nuggets would be a pretty good team, but I think the Suns are just amazing. Like they're out there to win. But again, like I just don't see Chris Paul and Devin Booker having another bad game like that. That was
okay,
it really
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, so to end like this topic, like, so who do you think, since we have both the Bucks coming out of the East and the Suns coming out of the West, who do you think is going to win the finals out of that? Starting
Um,
with you, Ika.
that is such a tough topic because like I think the Suns are like with when they get momentum, they're the best team in this that out of that matchup. And that's kind of like how the Clippers take leads a lot too. They build off momentum. That's how they, when you see like Reggie Jackson scoring a lot. So I think that was why they beat Utah and everything. But the reason why I'm saying that for the Suns though is because I think if the Suns pull momentum on the Bucks are done. But the thing about the Bucks is they're really complete too, just like the Suns. I don't know. Just believe that they're gonna rely too much on Giannis, and it just really depends on how Drew is gonna show up and the rest of the team. Because I think like when they played the Nets that last game against Brooklyn, if Kevin Durant had a smaller foot, I think the Nets would have won that easily. Because he hit that three and it was like his foot was on the line and it went to overtime. And you could even see Durant a little bit pissed off about it. In that series, Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton combined with 14 for 49, and that's really bad for
Yeah, that's
players.
not good at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got I think I'm gonna go with the Suns on that series though.
All right. What about you, David?
Well, that series is going to be such a fantastic series for one. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like it's going to be all according to how certain players play. We have to see how Middleton plays. Like they're going to need Middleton to space the floor and help Giannis, where Giannis isn't having to do all these fucking fadeaways that he's been doing. But also, we need good game plans from Budenholzer. We have to see if he shows up to play because I think the Suns team has the momentum, has the chemistry, and such good game plans so far this whole postseason that they could really win the finals this year.
Yeah.
So to me, I honestly do feel like this is Phoenix' year. This is their year to win it all. And I will hand it over to you. Who do you think is going to win the finals?
Well, I honestly think like I'm gonna go with a crazy prediction here since I am a casual and I sort of like mayhem whenever it comes to basketball. Dude, I think the Suns can win in five. Like I think they can play the defense to like get to Giannis, like having Aiden to clog up like the paint and like force Giannis to do those fadeaways. Cause I don't really trust Giannis. Like you were saying, like Chris Middleton. I think Chris Middleton, like he's gonna do, like I think he'll have to carry the heavy, like the weight in the series for the Bucks. And I just don't like. He'll do good. I just think Giannis, like he'll do like, he'll be Giannis, but I just do like the Suns. They're just a complete team, man. Like I could see them winning in five. Like that, that's just my prediction. I think it's the Suns' year. Like
Yeah.
they're like who's their GM again? I forget.
You got James Jones.
Dude, James Jones. Like
Miami, Cleveland with
oh
LeBron.
yeah, the 3-point specialist. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, dude, he's put it like together an awesome team, dude. Like I didn't think the Suns were gonna be this good this year. I thought last year was a fluke, but yeah, dude, I had the Suns like winning.
Yeah. That's what I think. I think one of the things is the Phoenix is going to use Crowder on Giannis majority of the time because they're going to have like Crowder basically trying to bully him because they've been using Crowder on people like LeBron James and every other star out there, and I think they're going to try to pull that on Giannis. And thing is, like when Giannis gets like sometimes like they even had James Harden like forcing Giannis to go for fadeaways, and when Giannis was doing that, I was just like, oh no, this is like no disrespect to Harden, he's a good defender. He's getting credit for. I just don't think he's the type of person that should force somebody like Giannis to go for a fadeaway, and I think Giannis might struggle with decision making against people like Crowder. But yeah.
Yeah,
I
but it
agree.
looks like those are our picks.
Oh yeah. I wanted to point out one more thing about Giannis. Like whenever he was taking those fadeaway shots, for one, he's a lot bigger than Harden. He should be
Yeah.
trying to bully him to the rim And instead of taking these post fades, I don't know if they're drawn up or whatever, but that's frustrating to watch, especially because
Yeah.
they lost many of games like that from turnovers, missed shots, end runs, and just horrible droughts because of these really horrible shots. So if this continues into the finals, the Suns in four, Suns in five, I don't care. The Suns will probably win this series.
This guy was thinking he was Kobe Bryant, like when he was doing that. So
Oh my God,
I
yes.
didn't understand that. But yeah, maybe we should start off with the next topic. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm down.
We can definitely do that.
Okay.
And our next topic is
So the next topic we have is with baseball and the recent sticky substance ban on these pitchers using a substance called spider tack, and people say that it has an effect on the spin rate of balls, of like baseballs, and it increases the spin rate and it makes it harder to hit as a, as a major league baseball player. And we've heard from like Tyler Glasnow, Garrett Cole, Trevor Bauer that they they let's just say they don't like this new rule at all. So it's been banned already. So I'll start with Ika. What do you think about this? Like, what do you think they're justified in, you know,
Um,
hating on this ban, or like, what's your point of view on
yeah.
this?
First of all, I think people like Glasnow, Trevor Bauer, and Garrett Cole, they're good without the sticky substance. I'm not going to deny their great play on the field. Um, but I think one of the things is, it was really, I don't know, it was just weird because at first I was like totally against it because obviously you said it was messing with the spin rate and it was harder to hit the ball and stuff like that. Um, but I think like there's just so much things they have to fix about it. Like obviously what Glasnow said really, I guess, changed my opinion because Glasnow was talking about how it was helping him a lot and then he got injured right after and he got Tommy John, and that's like just something that you just, I guess, just don't want to mess with. But I guess I just still don't know what I feel about it. I'll ask David, like, what do you feel about this, man?
well, I believe that it does give them a competitive advantage, yes, whenever they use spider tech and substances like that. But like you were saying with Glasnow, he was talking about how getting checked down for sunscreen and stuff like that. He would apply it on his hat, and he said how much it helped them grip the ball and throw it with more ease, so that he wouldn't put as much on his arm and injure himself again. And to that, I mean, I feel for him. I feel really bad for him. But at that point, if you're having to use a substance like that for health, you need to just take off a little bit of velocity and just throw the same pitch. I mean, I know these hitters now, they're amazing. You have incredible hitters like Ronald Acuna, Fernando Tatis, much more, Shohei Ohtani. But, this whole situation is bad. It's bad. Now, every day it seems, every single game, after every inning, they're having pitchers take off their gloves, search their belts and all that because it's gotten to the point where almost every pitcher was using it for an advantage. And the stats for hitting was, down a lot. A lot of players weren't hitting the ball nearly as well because of this substance. And I feel like it's justified to take away some of it. But at the same time, I feel like if there's a way to prevent injuries, that would be, very nice for them to have some type of thing to help these athletes out, as long as it doesn't give them a competitive advantage. And to that, I will pass it to you, Zach. What is your thoughts on this topic?
Well, like to add to what you were saying, like whenever it comes to like them getting pat down and all this stuff, for substances, I think they should I think MLB should take it and have in their lab be like, hey, let's create a substance that we can have pitchers use that isn't spider tech, that isn't sunscreen, that can help these pitchers grip the ball better. But at the same time, it doesn't affect spin rate as much. That it actually, helps, the throwing motion, and not not them like throwing their arm out and stuff. Because like I do agree with Glasnow. Yeah, like if you have to change up the way you pitch, that could really mess up your arm since you don't have that grip. But at the same time, like you also have to think that these pitchers, they already have like these baseballs that are harder to hit, like home runs. Like they've been you could say dejuiced in a way. And then you also like have like people, they like some pitchers, they're probably taking advantage of spider tech or the sunscreen, and it's just making it like even harder for these hitters. And I'm not saying every pitcher does it, not every pitcher like abuses these substances, but at the same time you got to see like a little bit where the MLB is coming from, like checking all this stuff out. So I just think there needs to be like the MLB should at least look into creating something for these pitchers, to help them grip these baseballs. Because you know, I can see it from both sides. I
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, at least at this point of
Yeah,
time,
most
I don't
definitely.
think there should have been like a complete ban, but they could have at least did it where it's like maybe like a limit of how much you can do it. Because I think some people, like they're like, okay, I'll just use, a little bit, but there's also some pitchers who like take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
think
even look at these, I'm sorry, Yuka. Like, I just want to make this last point. Like, you even see these charts of like spin rates being like drastically like going up for some pitchers, and you're like, okay, and there has to be some funny business going on. But anyways, what are you gonna say, Yuka?
so I was trying to say, like, yeah, I totally agree with you. I think they need to just limit it rather than and another thing is I'm worried about the whole like thing with the Hall of Fame too. Like, how will this impact the Hall of Fame as well? Because like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
how
true.
the MLB Hall of Fame, they're really strict about like when it comes to cheating and stuff like that. And I think that this whole sticky substance thing is, it might ruin that even more because like for instance, many people have already done this, and since some of them might have already stopped by now, and how this will affect them as well, because I just don't think you should like penalize somebody like Garrett Cole for sticky substance and then like find out that way later that somebody else did it even though they're already in the Hall of Fame, and it's like, so what's the whole, like, I don't understand that, to be honest. Like what they're gonna do with this in the Hall of Fame. But what do you guys think?
Yeah, no, that's a good point to be held because yeah, like you have a bunch of people like Hall of Fame voters. They like, I think there was someone who didn't vote for like, I forgot who it was. It was like Mariano Rivera or someone. Like there was someone with like 99% because of something. Because like they were in the steroid era, and I'm like, dude, everyone was taking steroids at that time in a way. Like like it was just like that. So I don't know. Like, hopefully this doesn't affect it because I don't think it should affect pitchers. Like right now, like in that. Like, what do you think, David?
Well, that was a great point that you have brought up, Ika. How is this gonna, affect the Hall of Fame for one? Um, these former players, I mean, yeah, like you were saying, you have people like Barry Bonds, Sosa, all these players that have used substances in the past. Um, of course, some have been penalized and all that. I don't know how the MLB is gonna handle it right now because the whole commission, it doesn't feel right. Things haven't been handled the best in a lot of situations. They've been handled poorly, and I feel like if they're going to penalize one person for doing this, they should penalize the bunch for one, and they should, how you brought this up earlier, they should help the pitchers, like you were saying, grip the ball better, not throw out their arms all the time, and just find a way to help them and make baseball more fun for other people that enjoy seeing these guys hit the high 90s and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah, I agree though.
So I
Yeah,
think
like that's how I feel. Like with the whole Barry Bonds thing, a lot of people say he might even be the greatest player to ever play baseball. Some may say obviously not, but there's a lot of controversy behind that because there's a lot of people that are in the Hall of Fame that did steroids, but they just were not found with it. And that's like I think what I feel about this sticky substance thing. Like, is that going to affect someone like Garrett Cole missing the Hall of Fame? Because he's obviously in his own respectively matter, he's a really great pitcher. But like, it would be crazy if he just doesn't make the Hall of Fame because of like the sticky substance thing. Yeah, it's just how I feel about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Any
I don't
other
think they
thoughts?
should take him out the Hall of Fame. Like, obviously, towards the end of his career, whenever he calls it a day, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's, phenomenal as a pitcher. Unless he just falls off terrifically towards the end.
Yeah,
But yeah, they shouldn't just say, you know what? Oh, you use sunscreen once. Yeah,
yeah,
you're not going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's
That
not
I find
stupid.
very
That's ludicrous. That's stupid.
yeah. That's not
that's
right.
yeah, exactly. That it doesn't make sense for them to do that.
Yeah. I think we should start off with the next topic. What do you guys think? Because I think we've already came up with um similar topics with the sticky substance thing. I think we all believe that it should
Yeah,
be.
I think we settled this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely, yes.
So yeah. Who wants to start off with the next topic?
I volunteer David.
Volunteer me. Wow. So, our next topic that we will be discussing is MVP odds. Who's going to win MVP? Well, we have the American League MVP odds, the National League MVP odds, and today we will be discussing these odds. Now, there's of course going to be front runners, a lot of names right now. Jacob deGrom, Ronald Acuna, Fernando Tatis. They are three that lead the National League. Then towards the American League, you have players like Shohei Ohtani, who has been killing the ball, absolutely murdering it. And you have other players, Garrett Cole. He's always going to be up there. Not particularly up there in MVP because it's a hitters league for MVP. But yeah, you have Vlad Guerrero who's been killing the ball too. He right now is the front runner for these odds and the American League MVP. Then you have Shohei Ohtani and Xander Bogaerts. What do you think about these three guys?
Let's
I guess
actually let's start with the NL. Just not to jumble up like the National League.
Yes, I
Ika,
chose
you start.
badly.
You can start.
okay. So for the National League, actually, I think the National League is more clear out there. Obviously, Fernando Tatis is, I would say, my favorite player in the NL to watch. He's very electrifying and fun to watch and stuff like that. But obviously, Acuna and Degrom are definitely up there. They're second and third. I think Tatis is having the best hitter. He's like the best hitter of them. But obviously, Degrom's a pitcher. But um, I don't know. I
DeGrom
like,
has like 5 RBIs, so gotta watch
yeah.
that.
Yeah, Degrom's just amazing though. I think I am gonna go with Degrom on that though because I like Acuna. I think Acuna is like my second, and then Tatis will be my third because Acuna's fielding is a lot better than Tatis. Tatis has been, if this is like just batting, then Tatis is. I think he killed it, but Acuna's fielding is just um better than Tatis. But I'm gonna go with Degrom as my number one though. What do you guys think?
I'll let David go.
For me right now, it's Jacob deGrom. What he's done over the past few months, it's been phenomenal. His ERA sub one, bro. You don't see this nowadays. Like shit. And although Fernando Tatis and Ronald Acuna has been amazing in their own rights, Jacob deGrom has just been just showing why he is probably one of the most elite players we've seen quite some time. He's pitching perfectly. He's even, driving in runs for his team, That's how he needs to get some wins this year because shit, the Mets that for a while now, they can never get this man some wins, never get him some run support. And if he has more runs than he does earned runs allowed, that's just insane.
Yeah, like yeah, like I agree, it's ridiculous, man. Um, like I'll go on to like my thoughts. I actually want to sort of talk about the top five and the odds. Like, so we have like starting from the bottom, Jesse Winker, Nick Castellanos, Acuna, DeGrom, and Tatis. That's like sort of how it's ordered. Um,
Mhm.
it's crazy to think with the Reds, man. They have two like top five like MVP odds. Like, it's funny too because like Castellanos, like he kills the ball against lefties. Like he sends like the like ball like right into the stands against lefties. And with Winker, he's the opposite. He sends it right to the righties. I mean, of course, the thing with them is that they're just really they're elite at hitting the ball against one. You know, like they're very good at like hitting like righties, but they're not good at like hitting lefties, or they're not good at hitting righties, but they're good at hitting lefties. It's like their splits are so like scattered that I can't really
Polar opposite.
justify. Yeah, I can't justify voting for it because it's like I think you have to be a complete hitter. Like Cincinnati has a
Oh,
good like offense, but it's just of course I like Jesse Winker. He's dude. I knew he was gonna be good. I didn't think he was gonna break out to be the like hitting like 320 like his batting average, and he has like 17 home runs. That's like crazy. And Castellanos, he's not doing as good, but he's still doing pretty well for himself.
yeah,
And
I agree.
yeah, just to go like I saw like a broken record, and it seems like we're always agreeing on these topics. But dude, like Jacob Degrom, dude, he's like, it's just think of it like this, dude. He's 7-2, two losses with a .5 ERA.
Point
That's
is
ridiculous, dude. That's ridiculous. Like that's basically like a half a run being scored a game. Like with him, like that's just with like I expect him to have zero losses, but like again, like the Mets, sometimes they can't give him run support. But that's why baseball, like when it comes to pitching, it's not about wins and losses. It's about ERA, WHIP, and hit. Like it's just like insane. Like I don't know how he does it. Like I think DeGrom literally is pitching the best pitching season I've seen in my 20 years of like watching baseball. Like it's just crazy. And people say, "Oh, he's not pitching a lot and stuff," but I'm like, even through like 60 or 70 innings, to have a .5 ERA, that's nothing to sneeze at, dude. That's insane. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
And to me,
like
even with these missed games, he's definitely the front runner for Cy Young. MVP though, I can't say Tatis or Acuna deserves it more than DeGrom. Like how we were just saying.
and you're a Braves fan too, so that's what it
He
like
is
kills you
hot.
to say that.
It hurts me to say it, but yeah, DeGrom is just a different breed. He's been kicking our ass for years, so
Yeah. And then we can shift to the AL MVP, and we can start with you again, Ika. Like we have Otani, we have Vlad, we have Bogarts in top three, but who? Like, what do you think?
Man, that it's funny because we were just talking about David's favorite team. The Acuna is his on his favorite team, and obviously DeGrom's on the rival team, so it was probably hard for him to talk about that. But for me, it's weird because yeah, like obviously Vlad is hitting amazing, and then you got with Otani, it's like he's pitching and hitting, and that's like something you never seen like common in baseball. And like with I don't know, it's just weird because Otani has a 5 WAR, and then his everything else has just been amazing. He has 23 home runs, and he's been pitching at such a high level. But with obviously, there's a little bit of limit with him but he's playing on both sides, so it's like obviously he can't be like the most perfect in every stat. But with Vlad, it's another thing with him. He's batting at 338 and he has a 1.110 OPS. Like he's playing amazing as well. Vlad is just out there. So it's very hard for me to say because it's funny because just last year we were talking about how Vlad is overweight and then Otani is just not going to be the same player because he had that Tommy John thing and everyone was wondering what's going to happen with him. And then there's Bogarts and Bogarts is a great player, but I just don't think he's in the running like with those two because they're just respectably amazing. I think Otani is gonna win MVP. Obviously, the Vegas odds say different, but I think Otani's the MVP, and but I wouldn't be mad if Vlad wins. Even as an Angels fan, I think it's just they're just playing at such a high level. But yeah, no disrespect to Bogarts, I just don't think he's in that running. What do you guys think, David and Zach?
Well,
Yeah, you go ahead, David. You're good. You got this, bro.
just phenomenal players all around. Like you were saying, we had so many questions heading into this season about Vlad and Otani. Would Otani be the same? Would he ever be that guy that everybody thought that he would be after such a down year last year because of his surgery? And the same with Vlad. Will he stop eating all the goddamn cupcakes? Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true. Yeah.
but both of them have been near perfect at what they do. Of course, like you said, Otani isn't going to be, putting up, perfect stats in this, like how DeGrom is, and pitching because he's doing everything out there. But that's what makes him so unique and so good. Like he can do it all out there for you. Like it's insane. And no offense to Xander, to me, Xander has just stepped up so much this season. But this is not his award to win. This is Vlad or Otani. And to me right now, I'm gonna have to lean more towards Vlad. I mean, Vlad has just been insane. But if Otani can just somehow be better than elite at what he's doing, then he could definitely win that award. It's up to them. Like those are my two favorites right now in that conference. And to you, Zach?
Yeah, that's well said. Well, I mean, like what I've saw like on Twitter before, and I know like Twitter is like a terrible place to see sports opinions, but I see like people saying, "Man, Otani, man, like why is he even like the MVP discussion? He has like a 265 like batting average. His walks are high for a pitcher. He doesn't pitch, as much as other pitchers. But the thing is, he's batting at an insane clip of like 23 home runs and 54 RBIs, 10 solo bases. He's basically like a five-tool like player whenever it comes to hitting. Like you could like argue he is, but then he can also pitch. Like you don't, dude. That's just crazy. And it's not like he's barely like hitting the ball, and it's not like he's like pitching bat. Like he's doing both. Like I would say at a great, if not elite level. Like it's just insane, and he gets walked. His slugging's at 633. That's not bad at all. His OPS is 984. Like Otani, like he's fast. Like he has it all. Like it's crazy because I was literally like a Otani. Like I wasn't a believer in Otani before. I think he would be like too injury prone. Like I would say like I was probably wrong about him. Um, to me, his pitching's fine. Like I said, he's really shocked me this year, and like Vlad shocks me as well. Like you're saying, he needed to lay off like the cupcakes. I think he should have drank more like Baja Blast Zero. Like he needed to lay off the sugar. I think everyone was telling him that like his trainer is like, hey, like you need to lose some weight, gain some muscle, and dude, like his plate vision has gotten way better. He makes solid contact with the ball now. He's batting like 330 something. Like, dude, he's hitting everything. It's just the big thing with me, like with Vlad. it's just his glove, like his fielding, like scares me. He's very just I don't know his athleticism, like, and I don't know if you really want to bring that in with MVP, but I just like he's just I think he's just more of like an elite hitter. He doesn't really wow me with the glove. I don't think he wows anyone with the glove, but as of right now, I have to go with Otani. Like, you can't even really use the because I know whenever it comes to MVP talks, people want to bring in like, oh, is their team going to the playoff or something? Honestly, I don't think the Angels or Blue Jays they're going to the playoffs, so I don't think that really matters with this discussion. So you just have to argue with like who's more impactful to the team, and I think it's Otani, dude. It's like to me, it's no debate. He's just
Most
been outperforming everyone. It's crazy.
most definitely. I think that's been a big topic. Just like you said. One of the things is like with especially with Mike Trout, like kind of stepping out of because of injuries. I think like in Rendon not having a great year and having injuries as well. I think Otani being as great as he has really helped the Angels to an extent. So many ways, and just it's funny because we were just talking about like Vlad. I would hear so much people even calling him like the next Pablo Sandoval, and saying he was not gonna be like anything after all because he was gaining a lot of weight and he went through a lot of weight loss this offseason, built a lot of muscle, and now he's arguably one of the best batters in baseball right now. And but yeah, like you said, his athleticism is very scary. Um, so yeah. But what do you guys? So basically, we've all had similar.
Yeah, I think David went with Vlad, and then we went with
I
Otani.
did.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, I think, dude, this is like the closest MVP like race that I've seen in years. Like right now, because if
Yes. I can agree.
they could probably get co MVP. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad at that either. Like they're both like deserving of it.
It's crazy because I know like a lot of people were arguing about Altuve and Judge one, but I still think that's like crazy how like close this one is too because you see like Vlad and Otani they're just doing so much amazing things out there. I think at the end of the day, like when do you see a pitcher and a hitter at the same time? Like that's and then you see DeGrom, like this guy's putting like I think like a 4.8 WAR and he's like putting a 0.50 ERA. Like, dude, that's just crazy. Like this guy
It
is
is.
It's
Like
like if that man comes in the game and pitches against you, you're not expecting a run like on the board. Like
half the
yeah.
time you're not expecting a hit. Like he's that
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
he's absolutely filthy.
He is.
yeah. And like, we've seen great DeGrom years. He's like been miraculously amazing. And we're like just okay, is there any way he get even better? And he somehow just gets better and better. And it's like crazy how good this guy is. I just wish the Mets, they're doing good. The Mets are doing fine, but it's like I think like they should give him more wins though than what they have been. It would be
More run
nice.
support too, yeah. At
Yeah,
This
least
is
that.
some this is
yeah,
somebody that's playing at such a championship level, but he's just not on a championship contender. That's I guess one of the things with him.
yeah.
Um,
Any final thoughts on this, or y'all are good to move on?
so I think
One more thing before we move on. You know how you were
Yeah,
saying
definitely.
that Otani's a 5-tool player?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he's a 6-tool player. I mean, bruh.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah.
no,
there's
you that
very
yeah.
few 5-tool players. But a
Yeah.
6-tool player, somebody that can also pitch and do all these things,
There you
you
go.
never
Yeah,
see that. Never.
We even
yeah,
saw
I
this
know.
guy field,
Yeah,
like as
that's
left
true.
field.
Yeah, dude, like he's fat. Dude, he could probably play all positions if he wanted to. Like,
I I saw a play of Otani just running like to get the ball. Like this guy's fast for someone that's like I don't know. He's just really fast.
He
yeah,
is. He's
he's
electric.
insane. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
As an Angels fan, we don't really like. Yeah, we have Trout, who's best player in the world, but like obviously we lose a lot and it's not really fun to watch. But when I see Otani, it's like it's awesome to watch. Even sometimes we might not end up with the best end because our bullpen just screws it up. But yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah, you're right about that.
So maybe we should get to the next topic. I know we've been playing Diamond Dynasty a lot. I know Zach has been getting these amazing cards, and it's been really making
Bro,
me mad.
I usually have like crap luck at like cards, dude, and even in real life cards, like in Pokemon and like Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. And, like cause you see my channel, like
Yeah.
whoever is watching this. But dude, like I've never had this luck before, dude. I pulled like 96 Carlos Santana today, and I pulled DeGrom. Like, speak of the devil, speak of DeGrom. We just talked about him. He's going for like 300K, dude. I just don't know like how that's possible, man. Like, I've really been having fun with this, dude, because I usually play it like Diamond Dynasty and like MLB The Show, and I don't play it like for the rest of the year. I'll come back to it at the end, but I've been playing throughout though.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah, go ahead. You're good.
really like it. It's very fun. Like I didn't really expect me to like this game. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But the more I play it, the more I like it, especially with just opening packs and like whenever you get like free packs or something and then you get this and that. Obviously you're complaining about getting these cards and I'm complaining about getting someone like Kyle Holder every fucking
Yeah,
moment.
that's true.
So like yeah, I'd wish I'd pick someone like Liam Hendricks, but it's funny though because it's a really fun game. Even though I'm not the best at it, it's just something to enjoy.
Yeah, well, I mean, to give a background, like you, like it, well, Ika and like David, like they are on Xbox, so this is y'all's first year of playing it.
Most
So,
definitely.
Yeah, quite some time. Yes.
Like
It's
I've
been
played
around.
MLB games, but obviously like that's on PS3 and that's like before I had a Xbox One, I had a PlayStation 3 and I used to be playing PlayStation 3 games, but or like the PlayStation 2 or anything out there, and now it's just like I just didn't play MLB The Show till it came out this year and it's been really good. I'm hoping it gets easier for me as it progresses. This is something new for Xbox players. Next year I'm probably going to go to PlayStation for the PlayStation 5. I don't know yet. I'm kind of waiting for everything to calm down with the PlayStation 5. I know people are buying it left and right, but
yeah, yeah, they are, dude. It's just insane, man.
yeah.
It's just going like out of stock like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it would have been ended by now, but anyways, that's a different topic. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
man,
no.
in its own, yeah. But
It's just
oh no, go ahead. You're good.
funny because like it's like the PlayStation 5, but I know this is off topic, but
Nah,
like
go ahead. You're good.
right now I'm sticking with the Xbox One and I'm just playing MLB The Show and it's something new though because I've played Madden obviously. I've played 2K and I've never really had I did have a few good experiences on those games, but I don't think I had near the as great as an experience as I have had with this MLB The Show game. But yeah, I've been just really enjoying it. And usually I don't really like that my team or what does the Madden call it? Ultimate Team.
Ultimate Team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get excited for those. I was mostly just doing franchise modes on those games. And this one I'm just really enjoying Diamond Dynasty. It's just fun. But you guys can throw something in this.
Okay, go ahead, David. You're good.
Um, I mean, Diamond Dynasty, it's just the whole game itself. It feels like whenever we're playing it, like how y'all were discussing Madden and 2K, those two games feel like they rely on some animations way more often than MLB The Show. Like MLB The Show, I feel
Yeah.
like it's more, more realistic. Like it has a better feel to it. I have more fun on it, a lot more fun because the game always keeps you engaged. They give you constant updates of new stuff to do. They give you free packs at times. These third inning bosses, they like intrigue you so much because the rewards are so good. They make you want to grind so much to play this game.
Yeah, dude, it's insane how much stuff you get, dude. Like
It is
from just
crazy.
doing like logging in and stuff, and it's just a good experience. Like I've really not had one bad experience with MLB, like the show at all, or like Diamond Dynasty. It's you get way more stuff, like David was saying, like, and even throughout the years, they add so much stuff where you can get good cards, dude. Like all of the good pulls I've had, like most of them, I didn't even spend real money. That's the thing. It's not
It's not a
like
cash
pay to
game.
win. It's really, yeah, it's really not. And that's what's amazing about it. It's just, it's fun. Like I legit have like a team that would be worth like so much money, but I've only spent like maybe $50 on it. And you have people like in like Ultimate Team or my team, um, they're spending like thousands of dollars and just going crazy on the team, which you don't have to do in Diamond Dynasty. You just, grind and you can
Exactly.
get a good team. And it's fun. I've really never had like heard people with bad experiences like in real life, like playing Diamond Dynasty. But yeah, I,
Yeah, like
I enjoy it.
I've never spent like a lot of money on it, but like it's funny because I was like trying to buy little things like little amounts of stubs and stuff like that. And then you told me like you don't really need to buy um these packs like with using money because like you could get stubs so easily. Like there's these tops now things, the daily challenges. There's just so much out there where you can make that money for these stubs. And just the other day, I know a lot of people are probably gonna be like, "What the hell is he doing?" I got these two speed things. I just sold them. I don't really care for my player. But I just got something else out of it. Like I've been just trying to get collections and stuff like that. Obviously, I did the Diamondbacks one, and that one didn't really go too well because the Diamondbacks um, art is Archie Bradley 80, and that's I don't know. It just wasn't that good.
Yeah, it's not worth. Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's bad.
I basically put in like the no sell on Cattell Marte, and obviously he went up today, and yeah, that didn't go too well because I could have probably sold him as he went up.
Yeah, man. Like whenever like those like the flash sales, a flash sale happen, like meaning like they release these third packs you can't get like anymore,
Yeah,
but they bring them out like for a discount, and that's whenever the market crashes like crazy, like all the prices go down.
yeah.
Like, but yeah. Anyways, any other thoughts on this topic?
No, I think I'm fine. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff with this game, and hopefully we could talk about it more because this has been quite the game for me. I've actually really enjoyed it, and I
Yeah,
hope. Obviously, I'm gonna be with Xbox for a little bit, so but by the time they make the new one, I'm probably gonna be on a PlayStation. So we'll see how this goes.
yeah. But anyways, going on to the next topic, and I'll bring us to this topic because it's funny because we're going from like one good game franchise that I think like from the show to like a franchise that's infamous for like not caring about their gameplay or their animations or anything. They just care about Ultimate Team, and I'm talking about Madden 22. They've introduced their new like franchise and like their new development of it, and they're revamping scouting, which you won't get until September, and the game comes out in middle of August. And they're trying to change franchise up because there was a big uproar last year on Twitter of fix Madden franchise hashtag stuff like that. And I actually have an article that I sent to David and Nika and stuff, and I looked through it. And they were talking about they're bringing back. It's not a new feature because I just want to say that coaching, like coaching staffs, like head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and then player personnel. And they have like coaching trees. Like if you ever played NCAA football, which I know y'all have probably.
NCAA
Um,
sports.
yeah, definitely, yeah, with the skill trees and stuff.
Yep.
Which I'm
And not
glad
only
they
that,
brought it back.
I want to say
You
Madden
go ahead.
'05, all the way back then they had that where you can hire offensive coordinators.
Yeah, and then for some reason they take it out, and just to give it to like I'll probably hand this over to David. Like, what do you think about these implementations, like that they're bringing back or that they're bringing in, or whatever you want to say?
These are things that should have been in the game for quite some time now. They've been missed by the community, and the community has let them know that. We want certain features back. We want you to work on franchise and make it more fun for players that don't want to just spend money on cash grabs and just actually enjoy a very immersive feel in franchise. Because, well, like we were talking about, these are older features. Some of these are older features that they're bringing in, and it gave Madden way more meaning whenever I loaded up a new franchise or whatever. I was so intrigued in it. Now it's like, oh, I load up a new franchise. Oh, I have these upgrade points and all that. What else am I gonna do other than just play a game? There's not much, you know.
Yeah, it
Whereas
just
you're
gets
adding these
too
new features,
repetitive.
it's just like it's pity. It just it's like they're I don't know. It's just they don't listen to their community for crap. So whenever they do add in something like this, and they say it's new, it's such a you know
Yeah, it's just a bunch
gut and
of
a
BS.
punch in the gut to Madden players and fans. So
Yeah, is there anything you wanted to add, Ika?
Yeah, I have a lot to add about Madden. Sorry if you hear fireworks. I know there's people that can't tell between fireworks and gunshots. But anyways, so
Damn, I was like, damn, okay.
yeah,
like okay,
but yeah, back to the Madden thing. So with Madden, it's funny. Cause like just like you guys are saying, like I honestly, I there's some things I like about Madden. It's an okay game, but it's like, but there's just a lot of stuff it's just not okay enough where I'm just gonna drop $60 on it and then like and it fall like $20 in the next few months. Like it's just there's just so much issues with Madden for me where it's like I'll play it and like it just feels like I'm playing a $60 update and then it's like not only that, I just like you guys say, they bring stuff in but they take it out, then bring it back in, then take it. It's like or what are you doing? Like it's funny because we were just talking about MLB the Show, and that's what I've been enjoying about MLB the Show. It feels like I'm playing a whole different game. Probably because maybe because I'm new to MLB the Show, but it's like I've just still been playing it and playing it and playing it, and it feels like just something new compared to in my opinion, Madden's just crap. It just feels like it's just not something that I'm eager to play every year. Like I've been, like we do these little leagues, both us and like some other people, and I'll play that here and there, but then I'll like it's like after 2 months the whole league just dies for all of us and we kind of just stop playing it. And I think that's just how Madden feels now. It just doesn't feel like something we're all just excited to play. Like I don't know, but what do you guys think? Or
Well, well, yeah, I think like the thing with it is that, dude, it's just I've said this before, even like off the podcast, and like before. I don't know if you remember it, but I was saying MLB the Show, they don't add a lot of like new stuff like with franchise or anything. But the reason they, or like to gameplay in general, but the reason they don't really have to do that is because they've pretty much done as much as they could. They'll improve like the presentation, but it's like with franchise, they don't have to really change anything. They just improve like different features like the dashboard or how you like negotiate contracts. One thing I wish they added in MLB The Show franchise is like like have more than three players you can trade. But other than that, I enjoy it way more than Madden because it's just Madden. Like they'll have some good like features, but they'll take them out. And I just don't get that. There's no reason to do that. It's just you take it out 15 years, like, you know, like before, and then like 15 years later, you'll bring it back and call it new. Like, even like in NFL head coach '09, like I've actually been playing that recently because they had so much stuff. Like, they had coaching trees. They've had like special teams coordinators. They had like a whole coaching staff and so many ways to so many different contracts you can give players. There's 50 options to give, like 50 different options you can contracts that you can give to like players, and like so many trades that you can get for draft picks for different players, and it's insane how much creativity there was in like a 13-year-old game that's not in current Madden franchise. And it's like you like even with like scouting, that's not gonna be in the game until like the first update and stuff. It looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, the scouting looks cool. Like they have it where you don't see the top three like best attributes like of the player. You see like their combine and like their projected range, like and stuff, which is cool. But and it shows like a different like it shows like the map of like the United States and like different regions like west, east, north, south, like where you can scout. That's cool. But I just hope they add more stuff to it because I miss having a good Madden franchise. It's been like Madden 12 since I've like had a good Madden franchise. And even what happened to create a team? Like bring that back.
Yeah, they pulled that a while back.
Yeah, they pulled that in Madden 12, dude. It's ridiculous. But that's just my final thoughts on it is just, dude, I just hope they add way more stuff because I think this is just like a little band-aid on like a big like leak, dude. Like it's just barely anything, dude.
Exactly, yes. Like, I'd rather just go back to a PS2 or something at times and just play those type of franchises and Madden and all that, than just load up Madden 20, 21, 22, whichever. It's just so much more fun to me to go back to these older games because they have every single feature that you would want, rather than Madden where it's missing so much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Like, I just don't like past Madden like 12. It's been terrible. It's just
Exactly.
so bad, dude. But
Hey,
yeah,
like obviously I play Madden. I play the like I said earlier with 2K and Madden. I only play the franchise and all that because I like to rebuild teams, but it just for the new Maddens and all, it just feels like unbalanced. It just doesn't feel right anymore. Like, and I don't know. That's just me. Like like just like you said, it's just a band aid going to leak. It's they're just putting it on and then it just comes off. It's just like I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
it's just
Um,
typical EA to me, dude.
EA's been kind of known for just doing that. Like they'll just put a band aid, take it off, and yeah. But do you guys want to start off with the next topic?
Yeah,
Should I?
definitely.
I'll start it off. One of the things is, um, you are going to be talking about the Pokemon shortage, but it's also been affecting other cards as well. So recently there was a issue with Target. Actually, Target had this whole fallout where they had scalpers coming in, and like we all collect cards. Abide by Realities is a channel made by Zach. If you guys want to check it
Yep.
out, he makes a lot of Pokemon card and Yu-Gi-Oh and all sorts of that type of content. And I was trying to start a sports card channel, but recently with the whole shortage and everything, I can't buy it because right now there's like a lot of people kind of like threatening the Target workers and yelling at them, and they were just like treating them really bad, and like they were even stealing. I think Zach saw someone like trying to
Yeah.
sell cards, and it's like it's just crazy how this has been. Like, like we all collect cards, and I don't have an issue with somebody buying cards and selling them. Make money off your own something you enjoy. But there are people that are out there that they don't even like Pokemon or anything. They'll just buy like 5 boxes and then just sell it for like $300, and that's how it goes. Like I'm seeing these YouTube channels do it, like $50,000 Pokemon unboxings. Like I'm just sitting here like, where's the passion in this? It just doesn't feel right for like actual collectors, you know. I'm not a heavy Pokemon card collector. I do enjoy it. I think it's something fun to do, but I'm just not. I just don't like the idea of someone's hobby being destroyed, and like that's like me with sports cards. You know, I like to collect baseball and all that here and there. Like, but recently, since the card shortage, it's been kind of annoying because like I'll go to a collectible store and obviously they sell it for resale and all that. They don't really sell it for, because you know they've got to make money too. And so now you have, like, it's just annoying with the whole Target shortage. And I've been just buying cards individually and stuff like that. Like I'll buy packs here and there at like little events, but I don't know, it just hasn't been right. What do you guys think? Because this has been quite the topic, especially with the whole Target thing, because Target doesn't allow MLB cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh. They even took away NHL cards, I saw, and I didn't understand that because when I went to Target, no offense to hockey fans, you'll see like the NBA and all them sold out, and then you'll see like the NHL like fully there with the Magic cards, and I'll be like, oh. But what do you guys think? Because that's just weird. What do you guys think about this whole shortage?
You can go ahead, David.
It's
Oh, no,
very
yeah.
controversial. These scalpers are, oh, it sucks with these guys being around because they'll buy a box and all that. Cost $20 at your local Target, all that stuff. They'll sell them for around 40, something like that. And it's like collectors and all that. They're just having to fork out more money, all this stuff just to do what they enjoy. Because all these people want to do is just take somebody's hobby and just make it a money grab. It's very annoying. Um, the scalpers and other people being mad at employees at Target for not having it in stock. That's fucking bullshit. To me, that's like, you can't get mad at a worker for something they have no control over. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, people are insane, man.
They are. Yeah. What are your thoughts on it, Zach?
Dude, like I've like actively sent pictures and videos of this like bullshit, like of this person getting arrested because I think he stole some like cards, dude. Whenever me and my girlfriend were there, because like Target had a limit of cards, like of like how much you can get. Like you could like get three Pokemon baseball or like whatever, like three like sets, like limited to each customer. So I'd bring my girlfriend so we can get six. And you would have these long lines outside of Target and stuff, and it's just crazy, man. Like just for cards, dude, it's insane. And you have people like camping out the previous night just to get cards, dude, and like sell them online on eBay, dude. Like it's ridiculous. Like you have like a elite trainer box set for Pokemon that usually goes for like $50, I guess, and you have these sellers like these scalpers. They take it and they sell it for 150 on eBay, dude. That's just stupid. Like, and same with like baseball cards. Like I keep on forgetting this brand's name, but they're very nice cards, and like you can get them for like $40, like a box. But these scalpers, they sell them for like hundreds of dollars, dude.
Yeah, that's bullshit to me, bro. Like,
Yeah, the baseball cards that you're probably talking about are the Bowmans. Like they're going for like, you're talking about the big boxes, and they go for like, they don't go for as much. And then you see them, like I went to a store the other day and I saw this store selling it for like near $300 for just a box, and I'm like, what? Like what is this? Like I Bowmans are cool because you get to see their chrome and prisms and all that of like people like Wander Franco or something like that. And that's cool. It's cool to collect. And again, I have no issue with selling and buying cards, but it just doesn't make sense that people are just reselling them for these crazy prices, because that's like what a lot of sneakerheads are like. You know, a lot of in the sneaker game, there were a lot of sneakerheads, and people were buying them and then selling them for like $2,000 and stuff like that. It's just crazy how like it's now affecting the card collecting world. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's just I can't wait until it goes back to normal, man. Like, because it's not like this hasn't really prevented me of doing my videos. Like I've sort of like just been taking a little break, but dude, it's just it of course it doesn't help out either. Like
Yeah.
it's just the best way of me getting cards is like at my local comic book store, but it's just insanity, man. Like
Yeah.
you have
Like,
people getting fights with people over cards, dude. Like what's the world come to? It's just it's so
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, dude. Like I like to support the small businesses here and there, like give them, because like some boots and all that, certain events, they kind of did get screwed over with what happened in the world. And that's like what I'm kind of like trying to, I like to enjoy opening boxes and packs and stuff like that, but they have to make their profit. Obviously, if they see that one kid selling a Bowman for 300, they got to compete with that price, so they're not going to sell it for $50 while that kid just made 300, so they have to compete with it, obviously. And with just like it's crazy because obviously we knew for sports cards it's always been at a high thing. For individual cards, same thing with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You've always seen like somebody like Tom Brady's card going for thousands of dollars, right, of his rookie year. We've always seen this type of stuff, but now we're seeing like packs being sold for this much, and it's like, what is going on, but yeah, do you guys want to add up to anything on here?
Um,
No.
yeah, I would just say that dude, just if you have an idea of like selling like packs like this, man, I just do the best on like not to like do it. Just just open them just to like do it, like for fun, you know. Unless you pull like a single card, then yeah, you can go sell it. But at the same time, nah, dude, this is ridiculous. You shouldn't be spending the night for cards. It's so stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much what I needed to add to it. We can go on the next topic, which looks like our last topic.
Our last topic is going to be quite interesting. Obviously, someone like David's kind of new to watching anime, and like we all watch anime here and there. I watch it a lot actually, but it's like but I'm just curious, like what are animes that you guys have been watching lately? There's been quite a lot, especially in this season of anime. There's been just so much.
Well, I know David's been watching like Death Note. Like I don't know if he's been watching it like now more now, but like I know he's like started it again.
I've started it, and I'm trying to, keep up with it, as every day goes on, stuff occurs. But I'm trying to put in more time on watching anime. I have Death Note. I do have that one bookmarked. All that stuff. I've been watching it as frequently as I can. And then there's some other ones that I've been trying to get into. I believe Fairy Tail is one. I'm trying to search right now for some other ones.
What about Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer, that is like the first anime I've sat through and I've watched every single episode nonstop. It was such a fun anime to just be able to sit down and enjoy. Um, I haven't caught the movie just yet. I do plan on doing that because I have it like pulled up on my laptop. But it's been such an enjoyable show for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's definitely like I think it was last year, the year before. It's one of the best animes of the year.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think Demon Slayer was gonna be that good. Like before, like I like got into it because I actually saw the movie before the actual show, and it just blew me away, dude. The animation is like the prettiest animation I've seen in any anime, dude. It's crazy. Like, what do you think, Ika? Like, I know you like Demon Slayer.
Oh man, dude, I love Demon Slayer. I know there's a lot of hate people out there, but that's obviously for a lot of like big animes. They get a lot of haters and a lot of lovers. But I really enjoy Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna spoil it for those watching. It's a good anime though. I recommend it. It's probably one of the best animes out there. That's like for shonen. That's currently out to the audience. Like it's crazy how much it's growing, and you see it like where I am, you see a bunch of Demon Slayer stuff. It's pretty interesting. And now it's like there's a lot of anime. Like to the topic right now, like the anime I've been watching is, man, there's a lot that I watched. Like there, like just a few months ago, I was watching like 13 ongoing animes, like almost that much all together, like at once. And people were like, dude, I can't do that. And I was doing that, like just watching 3 here this day and then 3 the next day. It's just crazy. There's like so much of my, like so much sequels that happened a few months ago that I was
Yeah.
really enjoying. And as a fan, I really want to keep up with them. And I'm just very impatient. But right now I just finished Vivi. That was a good one. It's new anime that just came out. That was very fun to watch. They just finished it, the first season. I read the manga for Nagatoro. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I was watching a little bit with my girlfriend, and it was a really good anime. But
Did you
obviously
get caught up with it? Are you
I
on
have to actually.
episode 11?
I don't I think I'm like on 6 actually. I need to catch up more
Oh,
because
okay.
like I caught up on the manga. It's just for the anime I'm kind of like just have to catch up with it. I have to get back on My Hero Academia and a few others. I'm way behind on Horimiya and but I have been watching Zombieland Saga. That's been a great one. I've
Oh,
been
that's something I need to get back on because I've
but
seen the first season, so I need to get to the second
dude,
season.
dude, I love the second season. It's just amazing. Same thing, like I'm about to start 86. That's been one that's been catching my eye and been recommended to me heavily constantly and stuff like that. And I'm just starting joining, leaving with different types of anime. I know I have to get back on. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one because Naruto fans sure don't like this, but Boruto I have to catch up on. And
Okay.
I know that's not gonna make people happy. A lot of people don't like it, and like I understand the criticism for it, but I try to keep up with it. And um I'm like way behind now. I'm like 50 episodes, 70 episodes behind, so I got to catch up on that obviously. But yeah, there's just so much anime out there right now, especially it's like spring was super stacked with different types of anime.
Yeah,
um
because you got all the anime that was supposed to come out like last year, but it was sort of pushed this year because of the whole pandemic. But that's made
yeah,
it even better, to be honest. Like it's so much stuff to watch, man. It's crazy. Like,
yeah.
um, so what I've been watching, it's so funny because I literally like plan to watch 3 like different animes like today. I started well actually yesterday I finished well sort of finished Nagatoro because there's another episode coming out like soon. But dude, like I knew it was gonna be good. I hyped it up even without watching it or reading the manga. But dude, I love it, dude. It's amazing. Like it's so good. Like for the premise of it, I'm not gonna give like spoilers or anything, but it's like the main character is like otaku, very like he doesn't talk to anyone. He meets a first year like a girl who's very sadistic against them and stuff, and it's sort of like an ongoing like battle between them. But it's so good, dude. It's so well written. It's so well drawn. It's really good. And like the humor doesn't really get too like dark or like too perverted. It's very good. Like I like it a lot. Like it's like amazing.
There's like last time I was watching a anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. I know everyone's kind of on that train right now. Demon Slayer's animation was amazing. Like that's like I saw the movie and wow, it's just crazy how good the animation for that anime is. It's like just out of the park amazing. And that's how I feel with this Jujutsu Kaisen one. It's really good
Yeah,
too.
I've been hearing a lot about that too.
It's the thing is like with a lot of stuff now, you're just seeing like a lot of people don't really take the time to just enjoy like the creativity from these like studios or manga artists. They put so much effort in their art. It's just awesome, like just to see it.
Oh
Cause
yeah,
yeah, and I don't know, it's just really it makes it really enjoyable for me. Like I'm a sucker for art, obviously. Like I like the anime itself. The story has to be at least good or decent for me to enjoy it.
yeah. It
Um,
wasn't well. The thing with it too is like, yeah, you're like saying like Jujutsu Kaisen and like Demon Slayer, like they're very beautiful whenever it comes like because there's a lot of like fighting and a lot of just like beautiful like
story,
just
yeah.
yeah. And even like today, like I was watching Nagatora, I was watching Orgairu. That's another rom com, and it's very beautiful in its own way because of like the story and like sort of like the premise of like two characters, like main characters that like each other but they don't know how to show it. But you can see it through social cues. You can see it through like how they talk or how they feel, or like and it's not like so one dimensional where it's like, oh, like they don't like each other at first but then they eventually fall in love. There's more like there's more emotion to that. There's more like storylines. There's actually character development, and that's what anime really gives you in these rom-coms that I've been watching, like Orgaira. It's like, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Ika, but it's really good. um that came out like recent, like the season 3 of it came out. um, Kai, man, you're gonna roast me how I try to say this. Kaigua, or fucking, Love is War. That came out
Yeah, Kaguya.
recently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kaguya was amazing.
yeah,
Obviously
Kaigua. Yeah,
I was reading the manga with I was reading that here and there, and I've watched the anime. I enjoyed season 2. That's like, I gotta check that one out, the one that you were just talking about. I've heard of so much good things about it. There's a lot of animes I'm still yet to watch, and
yeah.
that
Like it really, like whenever, like, because I watched the first two seasons of Gairu, and like the premise, like of course I'm gonna give you the whole thing. It's just basically you have like your otaku, like he's not really good at like talking to people. Like he meets this girl who's sort of the same, like reclusive, and then he meets like a popular girl, and they sort of like become like a triangle and stuff. And they're just
yeah.
bad at communicating. That's basically all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
Just it's just, dude, like in the third season, I thought I wasn't gonna like get like emotionally attached to it, but dude, like whenever I finished it, I was like, oh shit, dude, like I'm fucking depressed, dude. Like
Yeah, no, that
it's finally over, dude. Like I don't believe it, and it's sad, dude. Like whenever anime gets to you, because that means like um, it was good, obviously. Like of course it wouldn't get to you if it wasn't, but yeah.
yeah, most definitely. And that's crazy because just like we're talking about, like that story is awesome. I think from what you are explaining, and just like with Nagatoro, that's like something I've really enjoyed also because this guy that, like, usually when we talk about like otakus or nerds or something like that in anime, they don't look like they're a nerd. Like they look like they're like, you see the bullies and they look ugly, like ugly as shit, right? And you see
Hmm.
the protagonist who's supposed to be this ugly nerd, quote unquote, but he's like much better looking, so that doesn't make sense. And then you see all the fangirls out there and like in the real world talking about it, and they're like basically simping this guy. And I'm like, okay, this guy doesn't really feel like a nerd then. Like I don't get it. And then that's like with Nagatoro, the protagonist really feels like a nerd. Like the way he looks, the way he acts, and he's going with this like very, I'd say, popular type girl. She's good at a lot of stuff she does, and she's just bullying him. It's a funny anime, and it does have a lot of character development. And
Yeah, and then like yeah, and it really does like, and like how she, like, I don't know if this is spoiling, probably not for you, but it's like how like she doesn't like when other people like try to bully the protagonist and stuff because
yeah, that's yeah. I think that's, I don't know if that, I don't think that's spoiling either, but I
yeah
get what you're trying to say. Like she's more like they're they're very stubborn in their own ways of how they act, but it's he's a complete nerd. It's just a really good
yeah
anime.
yeah, and
Um
then and just to like probably end it off like with Orgairu too, like dude, like the character development of the main character, the protagonist, is like probably the best like development I've seen, because it's like he grows so much from outside of like being like reclusive to being like someone who can communicate with others and who can like sort of get everything together. It was just, dude, like it just ended well, like perfectly, like it was just crazy. But anyways, yeah.
I think we're done with this podcast. So yeah, I guess let's wrap things up here. This has been a very good talk. We got some pretty interesting topics. We basically kind of shifted from sports to anime and even cards, and that's like the people call that forbidden for some reason, because usually when you think of the average otaku, or however you want to call it, they don't really like sports as people act, so I think that's very especially now, I think it's more common. Like there's a lot of athletes that even like anime now. Like you see people like wrestlers or basketball or football players come out in like anime stuff. Like it's pretty interesting. I know the Patriots had a player, and then even in pro wrestling they had someone like Kenny Omega or the New Day come out with some anime gear. It's very interesting to see these, how like anime has like, it's kind of like killed that narrative where if you like anime you could like sports as well. So it's
Yeah.
That's true.
yeah. So that's what we're basically about in this podcast. We got some gaming, a little bit of anime, a little bit of sports. Just anything out there. It's just something to just be chill and have fun. So yeah, would how do you guys want to close this off?
Does anyone want to shout out anything or like, say anything?
Oh, I mean, shout out to the cute people that are, gonna tune in, listen to the podcast. Thank y'all. The support is very, just great. So,
Uh, and then
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. Of course I have a YouTube channel, Bye Bye Reality. I don't know where this video is going. I don't know if it's gonna go on Ika's channel, David. I don't know if David's has a
yeah,
channel
you could
or
make a
my
whole new
channel.
channel if you need to.
Or we'll figure that out. But I
Yeah.
have my own channel where I do cards and stuff. But
Yeah.
Yes, make sure you check them out.
yeah.
Link in the description if this is not
Uh,
on this channel.
So
I like it.
no matter what happens, we're gonna be having our stuff in the link in the description. I hope you guys check that out, and continue to watch these podcasts, because this is our first podcast. We're a little bit new to this stuff, and we've been trying to
Most
do it for
definitely, yeah.
quite some time. So
And give us topics too, like just like sports, anime, just anything like that. Nothing too controversial, no politics.
no,
Just just something, something we can
yeah.
discuss or debate.
Yeah, we want to make this as peaceful and chill as possible. With everything that's going on, we understand there's a lot going on, but we just want to have fun, and we're gonna go through a little bit of trends, see what's out there. Like obviously there's some goofy stuff. Like I remember like a year ago they had some egg getting like a bunch of likes for random reason. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep this channel as chill as possible, obviously, with sports, anime, little fun things out there. But
Oh, most definitely.
yeah. So yeah, this has been Ika, and I guess
This
this
has
is
been Abide by Reality.
And this has been David.
All
we're
right.
just gonna close this through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this was the Don't Toy With Me podcast, and we'll see you next time. You have a good one.
Toy with us.